What up, Jeff? What up, Kerry? Clubhouse got motion here. B21 in the building. What up, Casso? OGH. Dominic is in the house. What up, Dominic? What's good? What's up? Bulk Trades is here. What up, Serge? Q in the building. What's up, Q? Roll call, baby. Roll call. We're looking for the winners. We're looking for the winners. There's Zyper. What up, Isam? There he is. SK in the building. It's Plan G. All right, I see you. I see you. Exit Strat in the building. Roll call, baby. DJ Scratches. Come on, what other streams they do these roll calls at, man? What up, Zach? Only Bands in the building. Only Bands. To get your name shouted out here on the TT live stream, all you gotta do is spam a W in the chat. What up, Mr. Sam? Matty Dukes in the building. Cheers, mates. Let's have a great day. Good to see y'all. Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. I would say let's take buys, but we ain't got no lower wick. We ain't got no lower wick. Yeah. All right, who else we got? What up, Josh? What's good? What's good? Segan Slays in the building. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. What's up, Melanie? What's up? What's up? All right, let's do this. Let's do it. Golden Dubs in the building. Clubhouse goes crazy, man. What up, Jessica Lake? What up, Drew? All right. All right. Just give me 1 sec. Let me shut this door, and then we're ready to roll. All right, let's do it, my friends. Welcome back. Happy Thursday, or no, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Let's lower the music real quick. Let's pray real quick. Give thanks for the opportunity to even do something like this today, and then we'll begin. All right. Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. We thank you that we can gather from all over the world, Lord. Your word says that we would go out and we would do even greater things in you, Lord. So we thank you for giving us that opportunity with the internet, with this microphone, Lord, with this skill set that, we just happen to call trading, Lord. I thank you for blessing each and every individual in this live stream today. Continue to fulfill us, Lord. Continue to encourage us to go out and do the work, Lord. We thank you for it, and we just ask your blessing over this live stream right here today, publicly, in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, baby. Amen. Let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah, let's lower the music a smidge bit here, and let's run it up. So let's do where are my tools at. Here they are. All right, we're good. Clubhouse, we good? Amen. Amen's in the chat. Let's go, man. Super grateful to be here. Super grateful for all you guys, and the fact that we all made it back here today. And anything could have happened, gang, between yesterday and today, but we all made it back here. We're all very, very blessed to be able to do this, to be able to come here together, join together on this internet thing, right, and be able to conversate and make each other better and strive for greatness together. So I'm grateful to be here, grateful to see all you guys here, and let's rock and roll. All right. Let's do it. Let me lower the music just a smidge, and let's run through it, guys. If you guys can like the stream here today and sub to the channel if you're not subscribed already, let's get into it, all right? So it doesn't look like we're going to have much news here today. Everything is tentative with the whole government shutdown and whatnot, so we won't spend too much time this morning or afternoon or whatever talking about any sort of news, right? Let's just trade price action. We got a free week to trade price action, and that's what we do best. So let's continue to do that. Don't worry about any of the news. There's basically everything is tentative as of now, until the government figures out what they're trying to do. I don't even really think we need the government, do we? We really don't. Just deliver my mail. That's it. That's it. They work for us. Right? Actually, don't even deliver my mail anymore. I hate getting mail. Just send me the mail online. Send me the mail online, man. We don't even need the government. Anyway, let's keep on moving before they shut the stream down bright and early today. Let's talk about a fresh top-down analysis on gold. 4,000, my friends, has been tapped. We have been tapped, baby. We have been tapped. So let's go ahead and take a look at all this real quick. Clubhouse, just give me a heads up on the music. Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. All right, let's do it here. So this is gold. This is the daily time frame, and yesterday's candle just continued to move bullish. Early on we came into the New York session with a bullish bias. We understood why sells could make sense. We kind of missed our opportunity to go long early in the day, and then we kind of got caught up taking shorts yesterday, which is, when I think about it, the trade was okay, but did we really need to do it, right? Did we really need to get all fancy on like a impulse, target tapped, fade position on a Monday? I don't necessarily think we had to go there, but that's just my thoughts. Other than that, the trade idea, everything made sense. But did we really need to rush in on a Monday? You know what I mean? So maybe that loss could have been avoided yesterday. Maybe not, but you can't really say much, right? You could just analyze it, see what you could do better. If anything, if we would have won that trade, we would have just skipped right by it, right? It was, great trade. Once again, we do it again. You know what I mean? So you just got to take it for what it is, look at it, and, analyze it to get better for next time. All right. I hope you guys held your heads high yesterday. Me personally, I was actually very happy to celebrate my first loss on September 4th. And that's the way I decided to look at the loss yesterday. Not, oh my God, my losing streak is over. Oh my God, I took a loss. Right? No, I was like, man, you're the man, Nick Stewart. You're the freaking man, bro. You haven't took a red day since September 4th, bro. What a G. What a G, man. You keep being a 8-figure trader, discipline, and you're going to do very well and be very successful in the future. So that was my mindset, my perspective, and my mentality yesterday after taking a loss. So if your mentality didn't really match that, and you were kind of down on yourself and kind of digging your hole deeper, it's just something to pay attention to. You know what I mean? Pay attention to. Perspective is everything. So that was my perspective yesterday, and that should, be able to keep us in a good mindset and good standings here today. All right. So switch your perspective and switch your life, my friends. Anyway, let's go back. Let's talk about gold here. Again, that daily candle that we're talking about literally just continued to move up yesterday. It was crazy. We just continued poking up, and we ended up closing very strong bullish. Right now, we have today's candle here, which has already made a lower wick and potentially going to start re-breaking the highs here now. So it's getting crazy on Goldie. Let's drop down to the 4-hour chart here so we can take a look at what's going on. We had one or two bearish candles, but literally did not do anything at all here. So we've been moving bullish for quite some time, a couple days now. Now the 4 hours sitting really in these all-time highs, just consolidating, right? I mean, like, we're just ranging at this point. I think maybe we could say there's a little fake out here, right? Potential fake out right there. This is your resistance here. So that's basically your 4-hour range right now, right? This is your little fake out that went down after some nice rejection to the downside. And now we're just continuing to rip up here. So yeah, very, very bullish on gold. 1 hour moving up heavily. You got no lower wick on this 1 hour. Otherwise, I'd be in buys right now off the 30-minute time frame, looking to fill the range here. But let me show you what that looks like. So you got resistance here on the 30 at 39.87. You have pretty much a support, I'd say, at 77, right? You got one here at 80, but right below it is another one. So I'll probably use that one. If we're looking at the ranges here, we got clean range up into the highs here at 98, but unfortunately we're moving through that range. But fortunately, we're patient traders, right? And we know what we can look for now. We know if we come up and fill the range and we come back down towards 87 and we retest that zone, we know that if we see some sort of bullish signs to go long, we can go long down here from 87 versus trying to catch a buy here at like 92 to move up to 96, right? It just doesn't make sense to take the buys here. So let's see if we do get a little bit of a pullback and a lower wick on the 1 hour candle, and then begin to continue moving on up. Otherwise, at this point, we're halfway through the range. If you're buying here, it's just, best of luck, right? Best of luck. But that's pretty much it. That's what we got going on. Really would have loved to see a lower wick here. If we had a lower wick, I would have been in this buy position right here to move price into that high there. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. No lower wick just yet. I'm sure we'll come back down and make it at some point, but that is pretty much what I'm looking at here today. Yeah, this is the range. We've been in this range for a while, since Asian session last night, since really New York. Yeah, since New York yesterday. So we've just been chopping around here. So we'll see what we want to do as we hang out in the all-time highs, but that's where we're at, my friends. So we'll pick and choose wisely here today and stay professional, and we'll look for the next best trade. Ideally, if we can kind of push through, that'd be great. You know what I mean? Just push through, get it over with, reject out of that area, and then start to come back down here for a nice little support, right? A little support here. Then we take the buys, right off of this area here. Boom. Oh, let me make it green, blue, whatever. And bam, that's probably the best trade of the session here. If we can get something like that to fill that wick around 9 a.m., that's going to be perfect. Cool. So that's it, man. That's pretty much it. Nothing we can do about where price is right now, so we just got to wait. Just got to wait. Yeah. Cool. This is gold. This is gold, my friend. Yeah, so that's that. What up, Yanosh? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, Yanosh, we are up, brother. BTC, all my BTC holders, how you doing? Even when we lose, we win. You know what I mean? So, like, at this point, with the amount of BTC we're holding, it's crazy. As long as that stays up, we're up for life. For life. Anyway, let's go over to ES. That's my thoughts on gold here. Let's move over to ES and let's take a look at where we're at now in terms of price action here. So we're just continuing again, man, on ES to move on up. It's been a bit of a wild ride here, right? You got this bearish candle yesterday. I'm sorry, the day before, but yesterday's candle just continued to move bullish. So, oh my goodness, man, these all-time highs are crazy. It seems like we just cannot get away from them. And now we're moving bullish here again today, you know, so we already made a lower wick here. Chances are if we break the high, we'll fill this wick on the daily and then possibly even continue to move up. You know what I mean? I got no business saying I'm bearish here at all, right? So let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours been moving up quite a bit here now too. And yeah, we should stay bullish. 1 hour got no wick here though. So let's take a look here. You got your 1 hour candles with no wick on the top. Let's take a look at the 30 minute. We're kind of coming right into resistance here. So yeah, yeah, nothing to do right now. I think the sells are pretty clean below 85. I think buys are going to be much better if we can get like this to be a resistance here, right? And then you get a little pullback, kind of like we're looking for on gold, and then kind of move up on ES. But other than that, probably break, retest, and then take sells in this area here. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we traded ES, over a month. So again, all-time highs. It's sometimes it's not even worth it, right? So yeah, we'll have to wait on better price action with ES. You might get a little bit of a fake out here though, so we'll keep an eye on this fake out and possibly take some sells. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, 15 minutes celery, right? 15 celery, 30 fake out. I think that would be enough to help me get into these sells here. 4 hour kind of filling that wick, but we'll see. We'll see about the price action when we get there. That's it. You know, we just need a little bit of price action to unfold now, and then we should be good to go. Man, that pre-New York buy is down here. Everything looked good. That candle closed a no wick at the top, so closed the position, and then look at that. Thank God, right? Thank God. Nasty drip down, and then shoop, straight back up. Straight back up we go. Music too loud? What? I asked about the music. Should be good. Should be good. All right, so no lower wick on the 1 hour. I mean, it's going to do its thing, right? Again, if this candle had a lower wick, I would have said let's get in these buys here off of the 30 minute, but nothing. My gold price is wrong. All right, well, it's not my gold price. It's whatever, you know, this broker is. What's up, Stephen B? What's poppin'? What's poppin', brother? Hey, how are ya? What up, Richard? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All-time highs magnet, hey? I know. I know, man. It's getting spooky. It's Douche Tray, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? Let me whip up the clubhouse here and take a look at what's popping. What up, Richard? That's good. B Dubs in the house. Tamer in the building. There he is. What's up, man? What's up, Drew? DJ Scratcher. DJ Scratcher. W Elite call yesterday, brother. Was that yesterday? Yes, right? Freaking losing track of time over here, man. What is time? What is time? Wayne's World. There he is. How are you, Wayne? Good to see you, man. W. Ryan in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Took a win in Asian and in London. Nice job, humble analyst. Nice job. I took a loss in Asian, and then I took another win in Asian. Got it pretty much right back. So just off on the time a little bit. Timing. Let's see. Piptember. TK in the house. Here comes our lower wick, gang. Here comes our lower wick. So maybe what we can look for really is a move back down, right? Something back down towards these supports down here as well. So I want to draw out a couple ideas, right? Because if we're gonna wick out now and make this like exhaustion wick and it actually holds, right? Then what we can do is we could even look for supports to form somewhere down in this range, right around 82. That would give us a much better pullback as well. And if that candle does like fade out and leave a wick, yeah, like let's say something like that, right? And then we do start to pull down, that wick is going to be a wick to be filled during the next highest time of volume, which in this case will be like, you know, 9:15, 9:30. So we could shoot to fill that wick instead of shooting for those highs, right? At 9:15, 9:30 today. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. But let's see, we should flip bearish here. We should get some sort of a lower wick, and then we'll see where we can go from there. Stick to the playbook. Yeah, that's it. You stick to it. Yeah, one or two losses, and you can shake them off and get them right back. Let's see. Can you give me an example of what an inverted celery looks like? Yeah, let's say that we're like bullish, right? So we're kind of moving up or whatever, and you're a little bit too late to the party, right? So you get this big move up, and you see price right here, right? So you're like, ah, man, I don't really want to take a buy. Kind of like price action is looking right now. So I don't want to take a buy, right? But then like, so you're going to wait for a pullback. So let's say you got like 8:45, right? 9 a.m., and then you got the 9:15 candle that closed. Say it's a 15-minute time frame, right? Then you got the 9:15 candle that closed like this. And the very next candle is 9:30. And we're waiting for a support. What's the chances, right, that 9:30 prints a beautiful support like this for us? Okay, guys, come on in. You know, we'll make the move now, right? Sometimes it's just going to be way too much volume at 9:30. So while we don't really want to wait on a bullish closure, if we're bullish, right, and we see the trend and we want to look for a support right here, if I get that candle closure, that's going to be the opportunity and the confirmation of the inverted celery. So the anatomy of this candle should look just like that, right? Where you have a steep wick to the downside, right? Exhaustion, a closure, right? A small body, and then a small top wick. And ideally, you know, one of the most important pieces is it's at a support level that you had planned, right? So what I mean by that is if price action reacted to that zone a lot, right, where it kind of always was there, so you have a support level here, that's where you're looking, you know, for price to pull back to, right? Then as long as it happens above that zone, it doesn't matter whether or not this candle is bullish or bearish. As long as it has the anatomy right there that I'm talking about, that's your opportunity to take advantage of the volume that's going to be coming in on the next candle, because 9:30, which is the NYSE New York Stock Exchange open, is going to bring that volatility into the market. So this is where I will have a buy stop on the break of the highs here for that next candle to break the high and then fill the range. Break and retest, yep, same deal. So the thing with this trade is we're taking that trade before we get a candle closing in our direction, right? So a normal onion, right? A normal buy, like regular trade would look more like this, right? Boom, and we would take the buy off of that. But notice how what I drew out doesn't look like that, right? This candle did not appear yet. That blue one, that bullish one. That bullish one didn't appear yet we still took the buy, right? Off of the idea of the inverted, rejection to the downside, closure above, high volume time, higher time frame direction, clean traffic to the left, right? Those are the reasons that we're going to get in this buy now before that bullish candle shows up. Okay? Any questions? That's my favorite trade right there. Yeah, this is actually this year, this is really becoming like my favorite position to take as well. They're so clean. They have such good confirmation. And then like what happens typically is like this candle, this bullish candle will end up closing like by like, let's say 9:45, like right here. And now if you're waiting for a bullish candle, which is fine if you wait, and because this is a little bit more experienced idea here, but if you're waiting and you're waiting on that candle now at 9:45, now what are you going to do? Now you can't really take a buy. You don't want to take a sell because you got a strong bullish closure, and now you just kind of have to wait, right? So now you're kind of back in the situation that you're almost in over here, where you don't want to take this buy. You got to wait for a little pullback. Unfortunately, at this point, usually you're going to miss most of a bigger move now, because price is going to pull up like that, and now you got to wait for the retest of that zone. Right? So trading is not easy, right? Patience, being patient, being disciplined, right? Waiting on this, right? You can also try and take the sells here, and sometimes we will do that, right? But your next great buying opportunity is like now after that move has been made. So, yeah. All right, sure enough, we got rejection. Waiting sucks. That's why you got to have a good TV show in the background. Yeah. Most traders just don't want to do the waiting game. Where's the red lens glasses? I got them. I actually left them at the hibachi spot, so I had to order new ones. And when I ordered new ones, I got some blue ones too. I got some blues, so the blues match with my shirt. You know what I mean? Sounds perfect. All right, awesome, Carlos. Why would you not take sells down into support and take the buys later? I mean, it just depends on the price action in front of us, right? So if, let's say this candle here closes like right there, probably, or let's say even a little lower, probably not going to take those sells. But if we were kind of a little bit higher, right, and there was more room for us to come down, then I would be semi-interested. Same reason why I wasn't interested in the buy up here, is because we're too high up in the range. So if we're looking to retest 82, right, and I want to take a sell, well, I got to measure that range really and see, hey, is that even worth it, right? It's a 44 pip range right now. If it closes like that, it's not too bad, but sometimes it's going to close like this, right? And then you really don't want to do that, because now you're just, again, in a tight spot here where a price could reject that area and start moving back up. So it just really depends on the closures, and how they close and where they close. Maybe something like this, right, is a little bit different. You snag it from way up here as opposed to way down here. That's the difference of probably like 20, 25 pips. So it just all depends on where you are in the range. Yeah, 25 pips. So yeah, does that make sense? Like, you can't really make the full decision until the candle closes and gives you an actual closure. We do a little waiting. What are your thoughts on trading on an iPad? Do it. My friend got wealthy doing that. Super rich. Super rich off an iPad. Come on, man. Come on. Let me see here. Let me move around on the clubhouse here. The cool part about the clubhouse is sometimes people ask questions and like the clubhouse chat answers the questions like mad good too. Sometimes better than I would answer. Last night we all took the first trade. It didn't work out, and later you called a cleaner setup. Okay, I saw it too, but didn't take it since I stick to my one trade and no revenge trading. Perfect. Genuine question here. Okay, let's see. How do you handle that mentally? Seeing a perfect setup right after a loss and still having the confidence to step back in. I think your perspective on that would really help a lot of us trying to build the same discipline and mindset. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, everything's probability. You know, like when you focus on probability and you really leave emotion outside of the game, then you understand that losses are part of the game and that you get them right back. You know, so in the beginning, it sucked to lose, right? It still sucks to lose. I don't think anyone really likes to lose, do they? By the way, the other zone here is right here, the one that we used earlier. So I am like not interested in these sells at all. What I'm going to do, though, is I am going to move this one down to where we had it, and we'll see if we can catch like any sort of a pullback. We'll leave this as a bit of an observation zone here. Yeah, if we close bullish above this candle here, then we'll just get in for the buys. But if it comes back down here, we'll wait for buys around 80, yeah, like 82, 81. So, yeah, man. So, and then chart time, you know, and I've been doing this long enough now to where I know that I can, you know, I know how the game goes, right? So I can take a loss and easily jump right back into a trade and maybe get that trade right back. So, again, chart time comes into play, understanding probabilities, really knowing your system. You know, I think I would say 95% of traders, they never develop their own system and actually know the data. Like, usually they just base their information off of other people's opinions, ideas, thoughts. Like, a lot of you guys are basing this system just off of my words. You got a lot of faith. You got more faith than me, right? You're going to base it off of my words alone, but not sample size the data yourself. That's crazy to me. Right? I got elite members. You would be shocked. You would think these guys are running full-blown businesses the way they have their P&L tracked, their trades tracked, their history tracked, right? Tamer, how much do you, Tamer showed me the other day, like 3 or 4 months of just data before he even joined TTE, and then 2 months of after TTE. Like, how many of you can say you really have all that data like that? You know, so once you understand your system the way you should, you understand the probabilities, you know that, you know, sometimes you're going to run into 1 or 2 losses that might even be like double the size of your average winner, and that's okay. You know, that's A-okay. As long as you follow the playbook and don't deviate from it, I know that I'll get it right back, right? It might take me midweek. It might take me to the end of the week. Heck, I might take another loss, right, today or tomorrow, but I know in the long run, you know, typically month by month, if I follow this plan, I'll remain profitable. So it's just having confidence in, you know, all your data and all your chart time and putting it into play, and, you know, understanding at the same time that execution is our edge. Right? When you have a successful playbook or a successful system, at that point, execution becomes your edge. So you just have to execute as much as possible, as many times as the setup shows up. That way all the numbers can play themselves out, and you can actually, you know, benefit off of the probabilities of trading. So that's what I would say. You know, I'm very confident that execution is my edge, and that's why I'm never afraid to, you know, get back into a trade. But how do you gain that? How do you gain confidence then? Right? I can't just leave you right there, right? How do you gain that? How do you develop that? Well, did you guys see my most recent reel on the TT Profits page about truly sticking to a system, where most traders, they don't stick to a system? You know, we've talked about this a lot, and it's just the truth, right? Most traders pick systems depending on their emotions, right? So let's say this is, you fill in the blank, A, B, C, D, F, G, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, right? Whatever you want to call them, but whatever systems you want to name them, right? We'll color coordinate them. So the issue is, in most cases, every one of them works, right? It's just the trader, him or herself, that doesn't work, right? Doesn't understand it. So remember, a lot of people's expectations coming into trading is completely wrong. They want to come in to make a lot of money. I was in the barbershop yesterday. Some of the guys in the barbershop watched me on the stream. One of the guys asked, how long does it take to like be profitable? It's like, I don't know, dude. How long does it take for me to learn how to cut hair? Right? Like, tell me, like, how long should that take me? Should it take me a couple weeks, right? A couple months, right? Yeah. Trading is like anything in life, gang. It's going to take some time, right? Just like that guy had to learn how to cut hair. The process to learning how to trade is no different, right? Just like you had to learn, what do you guys do for work? You guys remember the first 3 weeks of your job? You had to learn everything there, right? There's no difference here. The problem is traders come in and they watch the internet and they see all the money and they see, oh my God, I can come in here and just make money, right? So when they don't just make money in this first system, maybe it goes really good. Maybe they go on like a 3-win streak, right? But then they take a big L, right? And they're like, oh man, I don't know about this system, and I don't like losing, and I thought I was going to make all this money, and now I blew my account. And then they go on, YouTube or something, or, Instagram, and then they see some other guy talking, right? And they say, oh, wow, I wonder what his system's about. And they go over here, and next thing you know, they're throwing W's in his chat. W's, right? And they celebrate, and then a couple losses come, right? By the way, just like any system will happen. And then they're like, I'm not feeling this one anymore. I'm not really feeling this one. So they're like, you know what? I don't even know if I could be a trader. So what they do is they take like 3 months off, right? 3 months off. And then what happens is their buddy goes and they go, oh man, you still doing that trading thing? Nah, not really. Oh man, I found this beautiful system, blah, 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 blah. And then they come and they go, okay, I'll take a look at it. They go, oh yeah, this one really good. Ooh, this one makes sense, right? And then again, the same pattern, right? Same pattern. 4 or 5 wins, right? And then L, and they can't handle those L's. So this is what you call system hopping, right? System hopping. And traders do this all the time. All the time. So it's no wonder why they can't get confident after taking a loss, right? Because they don't truly understand any one of the systems. They can tell you about it. They can act like they know what they're talking about, right? They can briefly bring something up to you about it, but they don't truly understand it, right? Because they haven't spent enough time in it. So this is what I did for like a year. And I think this is okay if you're genuinely trying to find a system to work, right? But eventually you're going to find one. And at that point, you have to get rid of all other options, right? Like if you really want to learn a system, learn price action, really live in the probability, like the question was asked, like, how do you stay so confident and composed mentally when you see a setup after taking the loss, right? It's because I've been right here, bro, for 5 years. I've been right here for 5 years. So I understand how the wins come, how the losses come. I know that almost every time I take a loss, the next trade or the next day, there's another loss, right? So by the way, just kidding. Don't leave the stream today. I don't know, you know what I mean? It's just you find these patterns, but most of the time people can be literally trading for, let's just say, like 10 years, right? But they never spend more than 1 year in one system. In my opinion, they have no experience. Right? What good is it if you have experience from all these setups and you can't put anything together, right? So again, all systems could work. It's just which one will you work, and once you understand it, right, and get enough chart time and enough trades in, you will be able to develop the probability mindset to the point where you now move about your business like execution is your edge. The more you execute, the more the probabilities will roll, right, in your favor. And that's my only job here, over the course of weeks and months and years, is to execute. I know that over 80 trades or 100 trades, probably 35 of them are going to be losers, right? I know that. So when I see a loser, I don't go, oh my God, what's happening? I should switch my system. No, I go, oh, there's one. There's another one. There's another one, right? But you can't let that blind you from all the winning taking place, right, at the same time. So that's pretty much how I stay sharp. I understand the probabilities. I understand the system. I've been doing it long enough, and once you start doing it long enough, you will understand it as well. It's just like cutting hair, right? Like once you understand it, you can now text, you can get on your phone, you can talk to the other guy that's cutting hair without even looking at the guy's head, right? You're just so in tune with it that it doesn't even matter. You guys ever have your barbers and they're on the phone? My guy's on the phone like this. Another hand, he's got another phone. He's talking Spanish, so I don't even understand him, and he's doing my fade with the other hand. I'm like, yo, is this guy crazy? So like, and you're like, how does this guy know how to do this, right? Chart time. You know how many heads that guy's cut, right? You know how many times, like how many hours that guy's put in at that chair to where he can do it almost effortlessly now. So trading is no different from even a stupid thing like cutting hair. Yeah, cool. I took that perfect setup. It would be the playbook. It would be a disrespect to the playbook. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. All right, so yeah, let's see what's happening here. 15 minutes is moving back up now, so just nasty price action for the most part. Nasty. Yeah. Okay. Have you ever thought about quitting in 4 years deep, really thinking about it lately? Nope. Never thought about quitting. Never. What was I going to quit to? Work being a tractor trailer driver? You know, well, let me ask you this. What are you going to quit to? Where are you going? You know? So that's the question you got to ask yourself, right? If not this, then what? So a lot of people think, again, when they go to a new system, right? Remember we just drew the strategies out, right? When I go to a new system, things will be better. Or when I go do something other than trading, it'll be better. Maybe that will be the case. You know, you got to go wherever your heart leads you. But at the same time, what else you got? You know, what are you going to quit to? You know, that's the way people do it in life too. You know, yeah, instead of doing real estate, I'll do trading. Or instead of doing marketing, I'll do real estate. Or, you know what I mean? It's really you that has to step up. You know what I'm saying? Like you that has to really start committing and understanding why you're doing what you're doing and getting a true game plan together, right? I think most traders have no roadmap, zero roadmap whatsoever. They don't even know what they're looking to accomplish. They just got in because they seen a nice car, a nice watch, and their boss pissed them off on that day, and they see all the money and the freedom and the 19-year-old kid in Miami on a yacht, right? And you're like, I want to do that. Yet you're not understanding that this is a profession. This is a business. This takes time. This is not something to play around with. It's serious business out here, you know? Yeah, that's true. It takes time to identify all the behaviors, all the scenarios. Yes, great. Yeah, great point. And if you don't give it that time, you never understand it, right? So that's why you guys, some of you guys are like, hey man, I took this inverted celery. It didn't really work out. Can you take a look at it? I'm like, dude, that ain't no inverted celery. That's a doji. Like, oh wait, what? I thought the inverted celery looked, nah dude, the inverted celery looks like this. Right? Not that. That's a totally different candle there. So you're only hurting yourself, you know what I mean, when you're not committing the time and dedicating to the craft like you should be. When did you perfect the system? I haven't. And when in your loss again gain, how did you overcome that? I have not perfected the system at all. Like at all. Like nowhere near it. But I've just been able to hang around it for a long time. So that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and again, it goes back to that other question. I already know losses are part of the game and they'll come right back. I've taken many losses this year. I'm still up very, very big. I think we did, let me tell you how many losses I took this year. Hold on. I've taken 145 losses this year. 145 losses. It's whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's part of the game. I've taken 331 wins. So, you can only do what you can do. Alpha SETI. We're still waiting on that 500 for Johnny Gems. $90,000. I made that in I just made that one off my live account August. All year. That's an insult, bro. Oh, you're feeling attacked because you're a truck driver and a barber. Damn, you came to the right stream, brother. Let's go. All right, let me take a look over here. I got 2 chats, man. Oh, did I see Johnny Gems? There he is. Mr. Gems in the house. How we feeling, brother?
Yo. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing? What's up, my man?
You're what's up?
Hell yeah. Let's get it. Happy Tuesday, bro.
Happy Tuesday.
We got a blessed day here. We up and alive, man.
That's right.
Couldn't be more grateful.
That's right. Super grateful to be here, to do this, to be around the winners, to see all the success taking place, to have an opportunity to pour into people, to do what Jesus said we would do, which is do things greater than he did, right? To go out and share the good news all across the world, all through the cities, all through the lands, and that's what we're doing here, today. So it's a blessing to be here, and just love to see how many lives are being impacted all over the world. How many people are starting to get paid. Some of y'all are like the mayor in your hometown now, man. You guys are getting some of these payouts. It's like quadruple your monthly salary. So I'm just happy to see other people being blessed, living a blessed life. I'm blessed to be able to do this, and I just couldn't be more grateful. And I don't want to be anywhere else besides right here, right now, man. So it's going good today.
Bro, for real, man. We get to do it, man. It's amazing. We get
being
to be
around the winners.
Such a great community. We get to trade. I mean, you were talking about losses before. We even get to take losses. I mean, just the opportunity to be able to trade, itself is a blessing, man. So I'm grateful and blessed to be here, man. Let's have an amazing day.
Facts. I'm really grateful for. I'm really happy for all of you guys too. Chat, really. Some impressive stuff going on right now. You got a lot of people making a lot of money. You got a lot of people really learning the skill set, dialed into the system, and it's just a matter of time. It's like a big crock pot, where all you guys just been straight up cooking, and it's almost time to eat. You know what I mean? Or it is time. And a lot of you guys are getting life-changing payouts and big money, and starting to fund live accounts, and it's a awesome thing to witness here, just as the leader. So it's been truly a blessing to see you guys being blessed. And again, the worth comes from the work, and you guys are putting in the work, and that's why you're feeling deserving of it and worthy of it. It's yours. Step into it, live into it, live in it. You know what I mean? You deserve this type of lifestyle. I was talking with one of the elite guys. He said, started to kind of reward myself a little bit. And, he said he went to this massage place and have all the massages and the saunas and the cold plunges. And, I don't know. We didn't talk about your attire, but I've been to those places, and you walk around in a white robe. I don't know. Were you in the white robe too? But, you walk around the white robe and stuff, and you're just moving around. And he said, you know what? I really feel like I deserve this. This is the life for me that I should be living. And he's right. He's right. And maybe a year ago, if he would have walked into that place, he might not have felt like that. He might have said, what am I doing here? Maybe why am I here? Maybe I don't belong here. But the work right, instills the worth. So through all the work that he's put in over the last year, whether it be work on himself, work on his family, work in his trading, work on his craft, he now has developed the worth, right, the worthiness of living at that level. Therefore, now he's just, and I told him, brother, this is your time, man. This is your time. You know, you get used to that as the new normal. And it's just so cool to see, you know, so cool to see you guys just leveling up at the highest levels, believing in yourself more, believing in your worth more, and just getting the job done.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Amen to that. Let's go. Yep. Let's go.
Chilling.
Preach.
Them white robes, man. Chilling on a Wednesday.
Right? Hell yeah, man. Just using the tools, you know, that God gave us, bro. The powers that God gave us within us, bro. Just using it to our advantage, man.
Yep.
Anything you want in life's guaranteed as long as you do what's required. A lot of us have shown us that as well.
Buys on the 30-minute? Yeah, it had no wick. Yeah, you see this candle? It moved up all the way up to like 95 before creating a lower wick and then came down. So I know it looks beautiful, right, on the 1 hour and on the 30 now, but it's not how it looked earlier.
Yep. Goldie 4K.
Goldie 4K.
That's what it is. Yo, what's up, chat? What up, fam? How y'all feeling? Feeling good. Let's go. We got another day here, man. Another day, and we got a trading system that produces profits. We're lit. Let's have an amazing day. Let's just follow that.
Yeah. I should be profitable based off my stats, but I'm still struggling taking some losses that are bigger than my winners. So you just have to go through the process a couple times, man. Like I drew out the other day, like the way our system works, and let me share this with you, right? Is usually this is how it works, right? Win, and then let's make a loss in red, right? Loss. Let's just say loss, right? Win, loss. Let's just add 3 in there, even though we very rarely take 3 losses in a row. Win, loss. So real quick, before I move on, I want the crowd, the chat, to answer. Is this semi-accurate? So you don't just think I'm just BSing you. Is this pretty accurate for the most part? Like, how many of you guys have been with me for like over years and like, you know, the year or whatever? Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. More wins usually. Yeah, that's true. Usually these are like, we usually do like 10-piece chicken nuggets at a time. So I minimized it, right, to like half. So this is no fluff. This is no BS. This is no to, you know, make you feel happy or whatever. So the system itself can handle the loss, gang. You know, the trader can't, right? So and if we go back to the statement, it was like, I'm really struggling to handle the bigger losses. You see the word there? I am that I am, right? Whew, powerful words. So you are struggling to handle the loss, not the system, right? The system can handle the loss. The trader is the one that takes it and says, that was too big for my liking, and then just digs the hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I know this because I've done this. Trust me. I know this because I've done this. Right? Now here's the problem. All right, let me here's the mind game now. The issue is we're no longer truly trading, right? The way traders have traded for years and years and years. We're playing Jake Paul boxing trading, right? Aren't we? So the problem with that and working with prop firms is that, unfortunately, sometimes this is going to blow your account.
Yep.
Right? So where normally if you were just trading a live account, and I've explained this before, right? You would your P&L would look something like this, right? right? It would look something like this, where it would just continue moving bullish. But because we're trading with prop firms and because they have the rules and all the and everything like that, right? Like how many of you guys have ever been like, let's just say on a 50K, you've been like $56,000 in profit, and then you blew your account, only to look at your account and it was like 51,000 in profit or 1,000 in profit. Anyone? That just doesn't make sense, right? That's not real, right? How could you blow your account with still $1,000 in profit? It's not real, gang. It's not real. None of this is real, right? So this is the psyop here, right? This is where now, unfortunately, you may blow your account here. But like I said, if you're trading your own capital, if you're professionally trading, those losses aren't going to affect you really at all. Now, again, we know we can go get new accounts and whatever, and that's just a process that you're going to have to run with sometimes if you're going to use other people's capital. You know, you don't want to deal with their BS, develop your own capital, you know what I mean, and start trading that. So that's really the psyop in a way, you know, like where it's like they'll make you think you suck at trading, when really it was just a little low, you know, a couple losing trades that every trader experiences. But unfortunately, again, if you're running through the prop firms, that's the price you're gonna have to pay. Now, is that good or bad? Neither. It just is, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. So if you can kind of consider that, along with the fact that the system itself is the only one that matters, not you, right? You can't handle it, but the system can. Focus all your attention on the system, and if you're going to say I am anything, say I am an 8-figure trader, my friend. That's it. That's it. Don't whatever you do, don't say I am not able to handle the losses, brother. You are more than capable, and so is the system, right? So that's what I would say.
That's fire, bro. That is extremely well said.
Clip it.
And that's why we say too, you know, like don't be so down on yourself when you blow an account, especially on some good trades. It's okay. Just get another account, right? Focus on positive ROI. Just get another account. Continue to have faith in your system, right? And you'll keep making profits, right? And you'll keep being able to make payouts, right? So 100%, man. And like the GOAT Mark Douglas says, right? If I were to flip the coin, right? And statistically, it's going to come up heads 70% of the times. Right, out of 100 flips, we don't know which flips are going to be heads or tails, which means we could have streaks of heads or tails, right, on any series of flips, right? So this is the game we're playing, right? It's a game of probabilities, so 100%, man. And, you know, those flips of coins works the same ways in taking trades, right? Every trade is going to have a random flip, but statistically, we're going to win 70% of the flips, right? So always remember that. Psychology hack right there.
Should we have taken the buy? No, we shouldn't have taken the buy, and I'll tell you why. So this candle here popped up, right? So this candle here, I know you see a lower wick now, right? But this candle popped all the way up to, I believe, yeah, right there, perfect. All the way up to 95.5, right? 30-minute candle and 1-hour candle without giving you a lower wick. So no, we shouldn't have been in those buys. Right, that lower wick just came afterwards on this candle right there. So you see how we popped up first, ran up, and then we came down, created a lower wick, and then we moved up, but we're certainly not taking buys right here. Or I'm not taking buys here. Does that make sense? So you got to look at all the time frames, right? Otherwise, you could sit here and be like, oh my God, I could have been in that buy position. But it's like, nah, you couldn't have been, right? Because there was no wick, and, you know, it just looks good in hindsight. That's what I like about the simulator over like just trying to back test on like trading view or whatever. Like the simulator can show you exactly what you know, the candle's actually done, versus this just shows you the aftermath, you know, so it's hard to read it like that. Exceptional explanation. Ooh, was it? Thank you, Rich. Thank you. I had it all written down here. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that if you can wrap your mind around that, man, you will really understand this for what it is and be able to move along with it. See, some of y'all don't even understand what you're doing yet, you know? So what I say doesn't make sense to you yet, right? But eventually you'll understand what we're talking about here and catch on to it. But I could explain it for you. I can't understand it for you. All right? I can't understand it for you. That's going to be on you. I think it's time to call it on gold. All right, let's call it. See you guys. Glory to the Father. Let's take a look at ES here. Yeah, no wick, no nothing.
We just getting started here on gold.
We just getting started.
Holy.
ES, everything's an all-time highs. This is where it gets very challenging, right, to trade. I mean, just look at your P&L.
Damn, bro.
Sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Bitcoin, hey, I just see BTC and it spells out rich. I love it. How do you spell rich? BTC, baby. Oh, snap. Hey, I'm laughing right now. Hopefully Bitcoin doesn't go back down. Can we just plant a new floor at like 110 and just stay there forever and just continue to make higher highs now? What do you think, Mr. Pepe?
Man, chat, we should have held our buys from earlier this morning. Holy. We got to do that one of these days, chat. Just say, you know what, F it. Let's just hold these buys, you know, when we know gold can keep moving up all-time highs.
Yeah, you know, I've heard John say that a few times, and it makes me think, right? Whenever I hear things, I think a little bit. And I'm one of the little strategies I would say, like even I was telling John this earlier, is like, what if the pre-New York sometimes, like, you know, obviously sometimes you're going to get your quick trades, right? Your wick fills, your range fills. But what if some trades in pre-New York, right, depending on the direction, if we just begin to widen our stops a bit, right, lower our size, widen our stops, and trade structure, right, throughout pre-New York into the New York Open? Because I don't know how many times I've heard us say, man, look at them buys from pre-New York, right? And we're all the way up here now when our entry was like here. You know what I'm saying? So definitely something to look into, right? Something to consider, like lowering size up in pre-NY, putting stops, like, you know, extending stops a little bit below structure, and then being able to kind of survive through all this, you know, and just kind of, if we've got the read that we're looking for on direction.
Of course.
It's not a bad idea.
Definitely an idea, bro.
Dun dun. Goldie.
So maybe a buy off support.
I think so. Who wants to take a sell, guys? I do.
Yeah, that's
Guess who's not afraid to take an impulse trade from the top today? Me.
You.
Guess who would not hesitate if a good fade setup showed up to take it today? Me.
You.
Guess who would not be afraid to attempt to call a top here if the market structure and the price action and the playbook look good enough? Me. None of y'all, but I am. They're like, all right, Nick,
too,
you do that, bro. You do that.
YOLO,
you do that,
bro.
man.
YOLO, I'm down.
Yep. I don't give a rip. I'll follow the plan regardless.
I'll bet on that, bro.
What happened when I didn't stream a couple days ago? I had to...
We were eating in the clubhouse.
Yeah, I had to get some new part for my PC. Yeah, we made so much damn money on this PC, I had to replace a couple parts. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Cost so many damn pips, we almost fried the PC, gang.
Yeah. And I mean, chat, it only makes sense that a couple losses come after a bunch of winners. I mean, do you guys not remember the last 2 weeks? I mean, I don't even remember taking a losing trade the last 2 weeks.
Bro, no losing trade.
Magnus.
Whoa, there he is.
What's up, Jenny Jams?
Whoa.
What's up, Nick?
How are you? Hey, how are you?
Yeah, what you said there before, Nick, was just straight on facts. Damn,
part,
that was
brother?
well explained.
That was
With
gems.
the dip on live account, there's really an illusion on the prop firms there.
It's true, man. It's true. And
Facts.
the psyop there is to get you to feel bad. Right?
Exactly.
To get you to
people
buy
feel
more.
bad.
Yep. To feel bad, to buy more accounts, to blow more accounts, to feel bad, to buy more accounts, to blow more accounts, to feel bad, to buy more accounts, to blow more. That's the cycle. So that's the matrix of the prop firm system. Now, Neo, are you ready to wake up? Shall we go deeper?
I want to go deeper, bro.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready,
There's
Neo?
a way of properly running this business a little bit differently than the live account and actual trading business. I 100% agree with that.
Hey,
100%, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that too.
We talked a bit about that in last week's webinar too, right? Where we like actually talked about the prop firms and kind of a little bit about what I talked about just now, only like that was a commercial, and like in the webinar we ran the movie pretty much. So, go back if you're in the clubhouse, watch that webinar. I think it was on the front end, right? Too, in the beginning of the webinar where we talked a lot about it. So
yeah, just when we started there.
Yeah. So yeah, check all that out. Yo, Legion ideas in the building. Let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Mr. Krabs, hey, yo. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Yo. Who else is Mr. Krabs, bro?
C Melly. No, I'm just kidding. Ha, C Melly.
Nah, we all Mr. Krabs here. Yo, nah, Mr. Krabs, bro. Don't be Mr. Krabs, bro. If Mr. Krabs took a trade, he wouldn't close anything.
Oh, he wouldn't.
He'd be so greedy.
Definitely, definitely.
He would never take partials.
.com, boom. Hold on one sec. Let me just do something over here. Boom.
When it comes to high
Don't you hate when
performance
you have to
automobiles,
reset a password?
automatic
Like, how's my
transmission
password not what it was before?
Yeah,
For real?
right.
Like, I never changed it. Let's see here. Top of the morning, fellas. What's up, Angelo? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing, man?
Good morning.
Good morning, Angelo.
Can you suggest how to get rid of revenge trading? Just try and stick to 1 to 2 trades a day. I know that sounds very simple and mundane, but that's legit. Legit how you get rid of revenge trading.
Literally, bro.
Like, legit.
For real.
Every trading problem can be avoided through trading rules and by following those trading rules. So if you got a trading problem, just think of a trading rule that will allow you to protect you from causing that problem, and just follow those rules consistently every day, no matter what.
Facts. The plan is here to save us from us, so we don't get into emotional hijacking and don't get into ourselves and our emotions and our ability to revenge trade and all that. So yeah, makes sense.
Exactly. That's big right
Facts.
there. But your trading rules protect you from you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
1 to 2 trades a day, that rule protects me from over trading, right? Or a rule that I can only risk this amount per day protects me from losing more, than over risking.
Yeah, man. That's it. You can't, how can you over or revenge trade if you only can take 2?
Right.
You got like a stop loss on like your trading.
Yep. Yeah, and most days, or if you think about it, most blown accounts happen from over trading, right? And revenge trading. So, bro, you eliminate that problem and your life is tremendously better. Now you go from never blowing an account again. Just with that one rule alone.
Yeah. Let me know your thoughts, please, as I'm debating taking profits in this new all-time high. Maybe just trail the trade. Yeah. Why take the profits? I guess just trail it up and keep following it with your stop loss. I think now, I don't know where your entry is, but keeping stops below here is not that bad here, you know, and then just continue to trail them up, trail them up, trail them up. Goldie gone. 5 a.m. blast off here.
Wow.
Where's the playbook 3.0? The playbook 3.0. Let's discover it. Where is the playbook 3.0? That's the big question. Where is the playbook 3.0? Here it is. I found it. Here it is. So you have so once you get into the clubhouse, you have this entire trading course here, right? And then you got 17 videos on understanding the playbook. And the first one, there it is.
And look how long it is.
You guys have seen it.
Damn,
You spotted
48.
it. It's a 48-minute playbook 3.0 video. Holy.
Not even give him a clip.
Welcome into the snap. It's right here,
Yeah,
brothers. It's right here. A lot of mentality, a lot of thought process. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
that video is phenomenal right there.
Gems are in there.
All right. Enough.
Not too much sauce.
Don't even draw it
So
out.
yeah, so
Someone took a
basically,
picture.
Yeah.
so basically, when you join the clubhouse, you know, you'll have this whole course here. So you'll learn how to read candles, a 14-minute on reading candles. You know what I mean? Wick fills, and you got 17 minutes on really everything from the playbook, whether it be liquidity, pack runners, proper entries, valid support and resistance, how to use the limit orders, top-down analysis, clean ranges, volume, basically every single thing I use in terms of like trading the markets, trading the trend, counter trend trading, all that stuff. We go over impulse entries, right? We go over higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, risk management, everything you need to be a profitable trader, pretty much. So it's all right here in the trading course, which is in the clubhouse. Clubby. Is it really possible to make money trading, bro?
Yep.
It looks impossible. Well, however it looks is how it'll be. You know what I mean? So let me change that look for you real quick, and let's run over to the clubhouse. It looks like
profits.
people are making money. Yeah, so let's just pop up this first one here. This is something light. $1,290. Yeah, so $1,290 again. So that's like what, like 1,500 something. Norbin made 2,500. Curtis made 1,800. Exit Strat made 3,100. This is, by the way, all since yesterday. Overall performance, yep, starting to get payouts, more payouts here. So yeah, I mean, people are making money, you know, payouts submitted, right? So I mean, yeah, it's possible. More payouts, 610 times 2, eh? Yeah. $2,200 times 2. So what's that? 4,400, 4,500 altogether.
45.
Let's see,
Light
what's
little
this?
4,500.
This is $2,000. This is $950. This is not too sure.
Payout submitted.
Payout submitted, 2,200. Payout submitted. So it's possible, G. It's possible.
It's definitely very possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You need to remember this fact right here. Money is the byproduct of following a trading edge. So you look at Nick's TradeZella. He's showing up every day and he's literally just applied his trading edge to the markets. And look at his months. Money was a byproduct to that. So it's very, very possible.
Big O Kurt with the 29.21. Let's go. Couple payouts from Pitbull. So look, I mean, this is not just me. It's one thing to see the guy in the freaking corner with the camera on his head making all the money, but look, these are all different people. I don't think I've ran past the same guy twice, right? All this, like,
Love it.
I know it looks like it's twice exit strat, but he just keeps taking $3,100 payouts, right? These are some payouts that I took, like over 3,000 the other day, 2,500, right? This isn't the same guy over and over again, right? Traders getting on live accounts, more live traders. What's this? $1,000. So if you've seen anything here that you think can help, another 1,300, then yeah, it's possible. I mean, look at this, 8,100 Wokey made so far. AB Mike, this $25,000. Yeah, you read it right. 5,000 per payout, right? So I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
Anything's possible, really.
2,500. Yeah, man. You just gotta.
There's more things I think that are harder than consistent profits in trading that are more possible, or that are just as possible.
6,700. Whoa, hold on. 10,000. Okay, 6,700 with top one futures. A lot of people getting paid on top one futures. Yeah, Wayne. 2,200, 3,100, 22,000. Right. This isn't me. This is Aaron. Right. This just another member of the team. Right. More payouts from Pitbull here. Another 1,200. 2,200 from Louis G. Y'all know Louis G. Come on, you know Louis G, right? Not everyone, but a lot of people are making money, right? $11,000, right? Just John, bro. Don't worry about his last name, man. His first name is John, baby. 2,200, 2,200. Yep. Look, these are all different names, right? 2,200, different name. 2,200, the OG. 6,500, right? Wayne, 2,200, Mason, Matthew, 2,200, maybe Paul or Peter. These are some withdrawals from some live accounts that I took. 60,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, right? This is not chump change here, right? So you got so many people making so much money. I feel like it's more than possible. More than possible, especially if you have the right community, the right mentorship, the right system. The proof is in the pudding here. 5,800, something light, a little alpha stacks. Let's go. It's more than possible, brother. More than possible.
Fair. Anything's possible, first of all.
And showing you that should really, help you understand that, hey, it's not just Nick, it's a lot of other people, and if they can do it, I can do it.
Yep. Hopefully that inspires you.
The chefs are cooking. Mic drop. Top one, I think the top one futures or top one trader. I think TTE is the code. Yeah, TTE. Or you got this? I didn't hear that one. All right, we shall wait, my friends. Unfortunately, we got to wait. So who's got any good questions? You guys got any good questions? Just life, trading, business, entrepreneurship, leadership, marriage, spiritual, whatever you want to talk about, man. We could talk about, but we're going to need to wait for a pullback, or we're going to be waiting on 9:30, one or the other. By the way, I'm thinking about naming my next child 9:30. What do you guys think?
Good.
I think that's
that's a solid name, honestly. 9:30, who? No one's got that name.
And it's kind of unique, yeah.
It is.
Or not kinda. It is pretty unique.
Yeah. Do I have a dog? I am the dog. Ruff. I am the dog in my house.
Let's go, man. Dog. I love it.
But I'm not a DOG. I'm a DAWG. I'm a dog.
The dog.
I'm the dog out here. Who let the dog out?
We eat dog food, bro. Ground beef, chicken.
Oh yeah.
Top one, top step, tippy top, top of tip. I don't know what the heck's going on anymore here.
Right, bro? More like the top of my bank account. No.
First name 9, middle name 30. 930.
930 stupid.
Hi, young man. What's your name? First name 9, middle name 30. They call me 930.
They call me that.
I love that, yeah. That's hilarious.
Do I have better luck in Asian or London? I got luck everywhere. Now, probabilities is a different story. Probabilities, we have good probabilities in both Asian and London session. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But luck, we always got luck.
Yeah, yes, sir, future Lord, bro. That's a good question, man. You know, that's a tough thing. You know, we're trading money, right? So we're here to make the money. But I don't think there's any secrets. You know, I think it's just in doing that. You know, I think it's just in not focusing on the money, right? And starting to focus on the process and just doing that is what's going to give you the best success, right? Like you said, just doing it, right? Sometimes being inconsistent, though, with doing it, we're going to get inconsistent results. So I feel like just consistently applying that and doing exactly that, which is not focusing on the money and just focusing on the charts and the process of that. I think that's your secret. You know, I think that's the secret to not focusing on the money, is to not focus on it.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Agnes, Agnes, what do you think? Like,
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I was just saying, JR said it best here too, that we have to focus on the system that makes the money, not the emotions that wants the money. Because a lot of times when we want the money a lot, we can get into like some emotions like that lead us into bad things like revenge trading or over trading or trying to get that back, you know, on top of a loss where you take non-playbook setups and all that, and it can really lead to bad behavior. So on the charts, so yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. I think there is no secrets really, other than just focusing on performance. And we have had in the clubhouse here performance over profits all month, and it's been working wonders whole September here. So, and I think let's just stick to that. Be tough, you know. Even though we take a few losses, just stay tough and stick to the plan here.
100%.
Yep, you gotta stay in the fight.
Make a commitment.
You know, you're not revenge trading, but you are going to stay in the fight. You know, so there's a difference between the two, and you know, you'll learn the difference. You know, you'll understand it eventually. If you revenge trade, you'll know you did, right? But if you stayed in the fight and took good trades, you'll understand that too. So you just gotta. There's a fine line there, though.
Make a commitment today to focus on just following your system and being satisfied with that, and not, you know, not needing to be satisfied with your P&L, just more so just executing your system. And again, the system will produce the profits, right? That's the thing. So there's no need. That's the other thing. There's no need for you to focus on the profits because the system will just produce it for you, right? The system, the process will take care of that for us. So we don't have to focus on doing it ourselves, right? Our edge will do it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just showing up. You got to, I think, reprogram your mind to think in this way, right? Again, easier said than done, but I had to reprogram my mind and my actions to be in alignment with the trader I'm becoming, right? And that's the one who is cool with, who shows up to do a job, right? Who shows up, he's not focused on the P&L, he shows up to focus on doing a job, which is following his system. And that's it.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it.
Yeah, true. And understanding too that we get paid by taking good trades, but by following the plan, by staying disciplined, by staying patient, and we don't get paid by taking wins or losses here. We get paid by following the edge. That's really it.
That's it.
Do whatever you got to do to trick yourself into believing that, because that is the reality here, right? We are getting paid to execute our edge. We're getting paid to follow our trade plan. So don't look at it as I'm getting paid to win this trade or lose this trade. I'm getting paid to follow my edge here today.
So facts, dude. Yeah. Really, we can be a little delusional.
Right.
A little delusional. So real quick, price action wise, might be going for this counter trend trade here again today, chat. You guys don't have to participate if you don't want to, but I follow my system. I follow the playbook like these guys are talking about. So if that opportunity presents itself here today, which it's not presenting yet because we do have like this is like a 90 pip stop, but if you do get some sort of an inverted celery here, I'm going in. You know, I'm going in, and I'm going in with full confidence. Basically just based off of data here. So let's see what happens as the volume comes in. Here's what I want to point out. We broke the high, right? And then we actually did move our 50 pips, right? You know, when the highs begin to break and you move like that 50, look at that, 50, 51, 51. So now that we got that break of the high, we pushed the 50. If we're going to come down here now, create this little inverted celery type of resistance, and 930 comes along, right? If we can make a high on that next candle and then break the lows, I'm going to be getting into this trade here, and then probably looking to close some partials down at like 90. Yeah, somewhere around 90. So that's my plan here. Otherwise, we've got to, it's fine if you don't like that. You know, the next best plan is if you want to remain bullish, just wait for a move like that to happen, and then a new support to form, and then, you know, the buys should be in play at that point. But all we want to know is, where will our 930 candle go? That's it. I don't care about the 10 a.m. candle, the 10:30 candle, the 11 o'clock candle, the daily candle. I don't care about any of it. All I care about right here now is the 930 candle and what direction will it go. That's it. And if the setup ain't there, like if it closes like strong like this, then it just ain't there. But if it is bearish and whatnot, that's what I'll be looking to do. Let's see here. A $500 account? Yeah, just take it slow. Just risk like $50 a trade, $25 a trade. Or if you're heavy on the risk, you know, just you know, be open to the risk, but just know like you could blow that $500 pretty quick. If I only had $500 though, I'd probably go funded these days. You know, when I first started trading, there wasn't any such thing as like the funded thing really. So we just took those 500s and put them into a live account. But if I knew what I know now, I would just, you know, take like $100 and put it into like a, you know, like a 50K or 100K funded account, and then just go from there.
Yeah, I see Norbert, that 5 minute.
That 5 minute though. All right, you know what? We'll trade off the 5 minute today. Since we got all you 5 minute hot shots here in the chat, you guys call the trade for me.
Funny.
Could I apply this on NQ? Yes. Yes. Yeah, you could apply the playbook and all that on NQ. We use it on ES. Sometimes we use it on NQ, but yeah, you might get a little fake out here.
ES looking better, to be honest.
Dun, 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 dun.
Way closer for that range.
Yes. Yes. We're in these highs, man, on everything. It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
NQ seems quite, yeah. Just be careful with NQ at 9:30. Yeah, because it NQ be creeping. It's like all nice and calm and nice and chill, and then 9:30 comes along and it's just crazy.
The wick we get sometimes at 9:30 is next level.
Yeah.
Just a minor liquidity grab.
It's the minor. It's the minor little volatility.
It trades fluctuate, Nick.
yeah. NQ fluctuates at 9:30. That's all. All right, there he is, the little man, Kingston. Right on time, buddy. Right on time.
Amen.
Gotta love that kid, man. Gotta love him.
Kid's a G.
Such a good boy. Is all the 50Ks given yet? No, half of them have been given. The other half should be ready to go by like tomorrow or what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I think by tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday? So probably by Thursday. Yeah, I think half of you guys got them.
Week left.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
literally.
facts.
I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was Thursday, bro.
Thank God it's not, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Trying to get these pips.
Sometimes I wake up at normal time, but like on like a Friday or like a Saturday. I mean,
Yeah, right.
then get stream.
One
Right,
morning,
like,
Anna
man,
woke up.
that's
She's
good.
like, "You're not streaming today." I'm like, "Huh? It's Sunday." Like, oh, damn. Nah, the beauty too is like, if you guys are really aiming for that like financial freedom with trading, like some of you guys don't even want that. You just want to make some extra money to like pay the bills and whatever. And that's freaking amazing, right? Not having to rely maybe fully on your job, but you can have some extra income. But once you do it, like, and you kind of like create that financial freedom with it, like Anna's like yesterday, I'm like, "What are you doing today, honey?" She's like, "I don't know, you know, it was a busy weekend and I think I'm just gonna take a day for myself, just get my nails done, do whatever I want." It's like, that's so cool, you know what I mean? Like, as a man on a Monday, hearing your wife like, "I don't know, you know, it was a busy weekend, right? We hung out too much and played too much, right? So I'm just gonna take a day for myself." I really want that for all you guys, especially the men out there. I really want you guys to experience that. It's beautiful, man.
Right. Yeah, facts.
Okay, I think we're gonna move down here, but there's no setup. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, there's no setup here. But I think we could get a bit of a push, especially into 97 here for sure. Let's take a look at 97.
Yeah,
But nothing we can do entry-wise.
not really. If you could
Not
get a
there.
pullback here and new support for like 10, 9:45 too, that'd be great.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing like I would say is the hour, right? Breaking the lows here, but I don't trust that. So maybe if we can make a lower wick and flip back up, then re-break the hour low, I might be interested there. If not, I probably gotta wait on a closure or something. If we can like respect the low, come
like
back up,
buys.
re-break the low on the hour, that would be nice. But other than that, nothing. We needed to break the highs first. Not necessarily break the highs, but you know, it's tough to take an entry. Where are we going to enter here? You know, there's really nowhere for us to enter. If we enter on that wick, I mean, you got 97 sitting right there too, which is like the previous range. So that'll be a little tough here. That 1 hour could just be making a lower wick to go to the moon. To the moon. How much returns can you generate if you're a pro trader? I mean, it's the sky's the limit. Your kid's cute, thanks, man. The sky's the limit. You know, sky's the limit. So you could do whatever you like. Whatever number you put in your mind, you can accomplish it. Like me, so far, not all this has been paid to me, obviously, because it's been through like prop firms and stuff. But I've put up 200,000 this year. Trading very, very well. So you know, if that's all live capital, you know, I mean, that's not even the full year either. You know, there's still a couple months left, so you can make a lot of money trading. You just got to get good at the skill, you know, of making the money.
Damn, that's 3 quarters right there. 3.
Yeah, literally. Oh, by the way, I qualify for another $5,000 payout with Top Beep. So we're going to take that probably today or tomorrow, which was lit. Yeah, 5,200 I could take, I think.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll take it tomorrow on the stream, maybe when we have a little bit more time.
W.
Let's milk Top Beep.
Malcolm. Let's see. Yeah, so really nothing we could do here. Nothing we can really do. We'll see how 9:45 goes, but as of right now, we can't really do much. Like Stephen B was saying last week, not have to take your kids to daycare. Yeah, that's true. Be able to keep your kids at home, be with them, teach them. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, those are amazing goals to have. It really is, especially with how the Matrix is rolling these days, man. Like I said that one day, they take your kids faster than you got time to make them. They want them. They want them fast.
It's getting ridiculous out here. Yeah.
Remember what we said, Americans, right? Americans get like 6 weeks, 4 weeks to be with their newborn baby before they have to give them up to the system. So it's wild. It's wild.
Insane.
Fasting for the day. Very nice, very nice. What up, C. Melly? How are you?
Love you.
All right, there's our tap to 98. Are we going to push further here or what? It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. We knew this move would go down here. Just sometimes you ain't going to be able to enter. 2 weeks? Nah, that's crazy. 2 weeks. That's wild. Are you serious? You're not serious.
That's insane. That's true. That's probably true somewhere.
UK.
Wouldn't even surprise me. Wow.
I think I've seen in Australia, they get like 2 years.
Damn.
See, that's a little
Ours-
better. But
What's America's, Nick? I forget.
It's like 6 weeks, 12 weeks or something. Yeah, 12, I think.
Wow. Yeah, it's really not much.
Am I not allowed to say no, I'm no one tells me what I'm allowed to do. Top Step, no, I just don't say their name because I don't want you guys to. So they took like 2 XFAs away from me for no reason. I don't want you guys to get caught up in that, so now I just bleep their name out. Yo, chill. Most Europe here have over a year. Yeah, a year is probably best. Yeah, a year to a year and a half to 2 years to be with your beautiful blessing from God. They didn't have a reason for me. They just said, "Oh, sorry, man, we did it accidentally, and there's nothing we could do about it." So, wow, okay. I showed you guys the email, man. It was wild. Yeah. So basically, I lost a trade. It was like an $1,800 trade, and I had $3,000 to lose before a blown account. And for some reason, at 1,800, they took it. So 1,800, 3,000. You know, the math is just a little off there. So they basically told me they did it for no reason, and that there was nothing that they could do about it.
bro, you weren't even close.
I mean, look, if it was like 3,000 is the drawdown and I had like 2,800, 2,900, all right, I get it. But 1,800, you got to review? What do you got to review?
That's like just a little more than 50%. Like what?
niwe uri kuvuga mani nta kintu ndi kumva. Yo, gutya ndi kukumvamo abana.
reba kuno Gustave ndi gushaka iyi ntoza
Mm.
nashakaga ko ikora akantu k'aka SMT kagane piriya hasi.
Mm.
None sinzi niba iri bugatange cyangwa itari bugatange, ariko hano hantu isa nkaho yinjiye muri ntoza cyane, isa nkaho yinjiye mepiriya cyane. Ndi gutekerezaho kugira ngo umuntu ayifatire ahangaha yakihangana akayifatira hano hasi.
Kwi- Kuyifata uri kuyibayinga cyangwa uri kujya
Numvaga nshaka kuyiseringa.
kuyiseringa?
Oh,
Kuyiseringa ijya hehe?
iza muri no mo hano mo hagati. Reba ukuntu yari yaswayipinze ino liquidity y'ahangaha
Mm.
yo ku minota 15 yayikubiseho fresh ihita ifungira munsi, yarangije igarukamo hano ije gukora muri 50%.
Mm.
Jipanse ko rero yari wite yongera ikajya hasi, hasi igakuramo abantu bashobora kuba baroginze mu gitondo, ubundi ikahita ifatiraho ikazamuka.
Ni ugutegereza ubwo nushaka kuyiseringa wategereza formation isa nayo nyine ishaka kumanuka.
Gusa kino kiwiki nanone kandi n'iyi minota 15 igiye kurangira nta kintu umuntu yaba agiye guseringa, na 45 zigiye kugera itaragaragaza iyo ntuzi iyo formation yo guseringa.
Numva nta mubaseringa ugendeyeho keretse wenda ifominze aho ngaho SMT ikayiburekinga, ariko umunota umwe nabonye nta kintu igeze ikora.
Oh. hano iramutse ihari yakitinze ikamanuka se umuntu si yahakoresha noneho aho akahakoresha amanuka aya mawiki angana gutya imajije gukorera hano
iharenze wabikora.
hano hari ikintu bita agakuba agakuba kari so loud
iyo ni ingome ko numvaga ari nk'ikintu cyikubise inyuma iyo ngiyo.
hapi mani niyo
arabashakisha sha.
mpayenga
boro ko yarakaye mani mwayikoze iki. ubwo wasanga ari ahantu mwegeranye iri kugwa.
umuturanyi mani wazanye umurinda nkuba ubanza ari we wabyishe byose ubundi ntabwo ibi bintu byigeraga bitubaho.
umurinda nkuba ukurura nini zidahari
ushobora gukurura izidahari kabisa
kuko yego ntabwo yabakubita iyo ufite ariko urayikurura kuko urazikurura ukazijyana mu butaka. muri nkuba ko nzi yuko uhenze mani uguze angahe? iyi bore iri capi sinzi ukuntu njye ndi kuyibona nayo imeze nk'izo nkuba. yereke nyine turebe iby'ipureyinga. aho ngaho tageti ubwo twakoramo angahe? iyo ntuzaba wari wakoze. Makumyabiri n'arindwi. Hejuru mani nyine market ntabwo iratwereka igihe izamanukira. Nuza nanasi iraje igakureho. Sutra Chinakrasta. Yo 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 yo. Igisazi mani. Iyi ni oda mbese. Igeze gutya ikubita hejuru igahita ikomeza ubwo byaba birangiye. Editinga mani. Ese kuki mba ndi kureba uturongo tubiri mani? Kwaho ngaho ni spread. urabona ukuntu market iri kumuvinga nyine. Mm. nayo arazigera. To go up mani ntabwo bisaba from where. Nese ubu igihe imaze iki? Uracyabaza market ibyo abantu ushyiraho Fibonacci mani ukamejaringa nka noza gusa nko muri zero. Nushyiraho agafibonacci ukamejaringa nko muri zero. Ushaka kureba ushaka kuyimejaringa izamuka ijya cyangwa ukayishyira nko muri 300.
Manisha numva ntakivuga umenye ko ariyo yankubise ndagira.
kariya ka wifi yamaze gukora ku murongo, ariko niba nta kintu kirikupa iyo ntabwo yabakubita. saa kumi. Gusa iryoshye nk'umukeke. Nanjye kamwe nk'abarundi iyi seri iryoshye nk'umukeke. Nuko game itangira. Mani utudari tungana ni agahe two mani twaba turi kubyina. Mba mbona amaprofams ari igihe stop yabo bazagera bakayishyira kuri noza amadolari 500. Ndetse ntabwo uzi ko mani mbere byari amadolari 400 mani kuri noza nako 4,000 kuri akawunti 50. naho ubu byarahindutse.
Everyone here bought one.
Njyewe mani mu maketi yamaze harya reka ndare nkaho bora irimo kugirana haya.
wagera ku isaha imwe bigahita bipfa byose.
ni maketi hari igihe bidasaba kuganiriza ukirebera gusa. Yaje yahombeye mu maseri none yaje ari umuguzi. Ashaka gukora revenge. Tanjamani ejo yarahombye nta munsi wo kwangiza afite. Uzi ikintu icyo bita purayidi mani? Ushatse kuvuga ko atakiri porofitebo? Tanje ko numva mwamugewutse mani. Oya, iyo nayibonaga ariko nta kintu mbere, nta kintu nabonaga pe. Maketi mani ukuntu imeze, ngiye kabisa amawuto. Keretse aho iyo zone irimo niyivamo nubwo ndi bumenye yuko hari ikintu kigiye kuba. Iyo zone irimo iragoye. nibagambe nibagambe sinzatinya urugambo. Tanjamana amakuru ye. Izo bayi mana urabona zizamumarira iki hano? bro bayi anticipating batangiye kubona amasayinizi yo kwinjira igihe iyi market iri butangire guferinga gukora roro bakwanticipatinga bayi pe. Ujya ashyiramo karindwi. Oya aya ngaya se ni buri muntu wese ko ntabwo wareba market isubira hejuru gutyo ngo nurangiza avuga ngo ntabwo yo gukuramo. Urabona ES umutuzo ifite ariko Nasdaq ifite abandi. Rwanda Revenue Authority. Iminota 15 isa gutyo sha nicyo kintu nanga ku isi y'Imana. Yo, no. ES yakuyemo iriya ball iriya ro. Ariko ibyo ntabwo byankanga mani. Uri muri trade imeze ite? Ubu waba wavuyemo kuri iriya move ya mbere yaho yabanje. Ibintu birakaze. Ibyo nyine birabanza urebe nyine icyo turebe aho iri kureyakitinga, hanyuma dutegereze ibitangaza by'Imana. Boro yahanutse gutya nk'imvura yo mu birunga. burya ya ntuza y'umunsi wayishushanyije. Mwiza ahantu umunsi w'ejo we kurozingi. Ni munsi yaho cyangwa nta? Numva ari nk'aho ngaho. Niba atari aho, ubwo aho ngaho icyumweru ari naho cyifungiyemo kimwe. Kimwe muri ibyo ngibyo. Wajya ujya kuri bode y'umunsi se? Ntagomba ko ari munsi yaho cyane, ahubwo ni hariya hasi, aho ngaho ni bode y'iki cyumweru. Ntagomba ko ari hasi ha cyane kabisa. Mhm. I have a very big, a very big door. Na, 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 na. Aha. Wari wabona akenshi ukuntu iyo umaze gukora iyo hifaminze esemiti sibyo, noneho iyo ntuzi ikagenda igatekinga nyine wenda nka bayisayidi endi esemiti ikaba ari validi, ikagenda igatekinga iyo bayisayidi sibyo. Wari wabona uburyo akenshi ari igihe ritaninga iyo esemiti ikaza ikayikoramo. Mm. None tuvuge nko hejuru hariho amahayizi cyangwa amarozi ibintu nk'ibyo, noneho ikagenda ikazamuka igashyika kuri ya tageti uyishakamo, nimba ari hayi irira hejuru yarangiza ikongera ikaza kumanuka, utwo tu SMT ikagenda idukuramo ko yadusizemo. Yangiza ikongera ikamanuka igakoramo za SMT zawe. Reka turebe niba uyu munsi ugiye kubikora. Sinazikweretse mu gitondo wana, tukimara kugura kantina na SMT nari nakweretse harya. Jya nko ku isaha imwe uraza kuyibona, cyangwa ku minota 15 ya London session. Cyangwa already kuri ES yanayikuyemo. ES na oya dore ngiyo hasi main. Izo ngizo zo nizo ziri kugira. Cumi n'itanu yifunze. Amanota n'amanga se. Really be good. Really be good. Iby'isi se. Hari umuntu aba ari kubwira sha. reka nsetsa abana. Hindura SMT yawe main. Ikozeho. Ahubwo nuko iri bukomeze imanukana n'ako karongo nibwo bwoba mfite. Byaba ari byiza itaharenze. Yaba ari senior. Senior. Turi kuja turaja saa tanu. Kamva niririmbira ya ndirimbo harya ngo ni iyande mani. Uyu mujama wasohoye indirimbo ejobundi akagira ngo ni stronger than before. Muza yayo itangira ariko narya mwita ndera. Kariya kajamo kagufi cyane mani. Kenny Solo mani. What? Ushaka gusubira. Espero prošine. Nesmo agenge. Funny. In moderation, searching for the situation. Hmm? Hmm. Niba izamuka koko igomba nyine kugira gusiga ikemuye ibintu mani. Ntabwo boro iri buzamuke ntabwo igera. Ubundi si kugira ngo no guforesa ibintu. gutyo yafatiyeho n'imodoka igiye i Rusizi. Ngakubitaho n'itara n'ibintu n'iki ndashaka kwica.
It's still looking good unless the causes are below down here. Around the around the still interesting. Utangira previously music contract session
Muzamani muza likiditi yacu niyo ntuza ni niyo entry ya Tanjamine. So Tom. ye ndabona irimo irarwana na na SMT yawe gusa kugira ngo ikuringanize. Iri kurwana no kuyiringaniza. Man, wari iba yakoze iba yavuye ese ubwo wari ukibitekereza yavuye iriya FVG yawe kuriya.
kakajama kakajama waruri uwo reka vayisi zamanukaga nako kakazima nawe pe kazimanira neza nako dore nk'uku kamanuka kakamanuka
Yerekana ko none ariko irimo aramanukana umujinya z'uko twagira ngo hari ikintu kiyirukansa we.
mbega ngiyi chicken out Clubhouse so risky so risky damn ouch nkaho reka mukuru munsi ayo
Akareka
so it coming so it coming and I realized that this is with a snake kagera n'agakaza
agakazi mane kakomanyuko nigo wawe ntabwo uzi ko ariko kavuga se. uriya ni umugande mwana wayiseriye aba yamaze kunywa inuza avuga uburyo impanuka yagenze. Kra! none uburyo avuga ngo impamvu ngo yabimenye ngo nuko imodoka itagize ngo kra ntabwo yafunze amaferi. Bro iyo trade yari ikomeye kurusha ibindi bintu uzigera uhura nabyo mu buzima. ibyo 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 kurema agatima ngo wari buyijyemo muzihenze muzenzera. Ah, sha ubwo nibyo urimo urirema agatima.
Just let's see. Coming, coming.
Izo ni zirindwi mani ishyiramo iwe. Ni nka magana atatu. Magana abiri.
Was. Aho kuna mapapayi nibyo byiza mwana. Kuko kujya muri no mani ziranga icyo urabona ahantu udafite ikindi kindi urebera ubona gutyo urareba wateramo kuri 50% hakureba ikintu kizamuka gusa tu. But still damn. Damn. Kuri IG uraza gusanga aho utugabo tumeze gutya.
Utugabo?
Uraza gusanga aho utugabo dufite trade zimeze gutya.
Tukange se na kojo arimo na kojo wawe araza kuba ati iyi boro yayimanutse.
Kandi
Ikaza kojo
afata
kojo
trade z'amantuza.
aho namwemereye ni ahantu yavuye ndetse nshaka katurutse mbari azi iyi boro ko ifite ubusazi wa iki ashaka gukora imaze gukoramo nka shyira ku munsi turebe imaze gukoramo ro y'iminsi ibiri wana ntabwo arayikoramo ariko kuko aho ngaho
Ese umunsi umwe uyu ni umunsi ine washobora ngiro yayikura na starting yayikuyemo ugomba gukuramo na ro yo ku Friday.
ugira umugabo nurya utwakarya n'utw'abandi yeee. arajone twa tuboro twa dupost I'm done for the week, I'm done for the month bro ziba
Yani nawe
tanda tanda mani kurekorera iminsi ibiri wana tanda uziko burya akomeye rivaso ase ko icyo abantu bashaka gufatirana rivaso njye sinjya nifuza ikintu kijyanye na rivaso kabisa
pasi yo kuri ball ujya utanayifashemo n'ikindi wakora neza ubundi ibyo tuba turimo ni imikisi ibivaso iyo imanutse gutya tukaba dushaka ngo igire umwanya isubire ibivaso tuba dushaka
narenze ngo arashaka
iyo igeze ahangaha tukaba dushaka ko imanuka igere isubire hano hantu yavuye ibivaso tuba dushaka
njya ndavuga ko hakunda indora urabona nk'ukuntu umaze igihe iri bulish nka kwa kundi umuntu avuga ati ndashaka wiserengera kuri top pointing izakomeze
abajama bazifata amazi.
yego nyine se bari abajama batredinga icyumweru cyo cyose ukwezi bari abashaka kuzifata ariko nawe stop ye uba usanga ari nk'igihumbi cyangwa ibihumbi bibiri.
It's a good day to watch something like this. ikibuga Ari ibintu ari ibya nyabyo mazi. Adakwiye guhita ahindura utuntu tumwe na tumwe. Yagize kuvuga
njye none bagabiri muri ya rimu ya tuzamutora main
n'ubundi niko nashakaga kuvuga.
byayoberanye wa muntu something gato
Your hours. So we are coming to feed the weekly gap. We are in 50% of our weekly gap. je pense que fatira
iyo gap iturutse he?
the hours is electronic regular hours from this place. Electronic trading hours na regular trading hours. Siko mwene wanyu barayivuga se?
nyine njyewe ntabwo nzi muri futures uburyo iboneka, kandi muri nasiyo ibirimo.
Ese si ugukanda hano wanyu, ukanda hano kuri regular, hano haba handitse ETH ukabitamo regular hours ukayitiza
Irregirade. Iyo icyumweru cyashize, iyo iki cyumweru ni iyihe? Ni irihe? Iyi ngiyi.
trading amagapu hariya. Niba tuvuge reba nk'ubu ngubu kuno kuntu umunsi uratangiye ugatrading ujyana kuri gap, umunsi uratangiye ugatrading ujyana kuri gap ushaka gufunga gap, umunsi uratangiye ugatrading umanuka ushaka gufunga gap. Hano nta gap biba birimo. Umunsi uratangiye ugatrading ushaka kujya kuri gap, umunsi uratangiye ukayapureyiza. Wabibonye?
Twangiritse umutobe.
Damn, tuanze tumsawe.
One thing on the top. Something. Mind ndi kuririmba ya ndirimbo ya Nuzamani ya Tupac mani. Something worth dying for. Nothing but pain stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame.
For me, I don't want fame. I just need
Mani wajya abyemera. Stuck in this game mani. Iyo ibikora mani. Searching for money. The money.
searching for money and peeps. Stuck in this trade, searching for money and peeps.
The money.
Reka tujye kuryama. Si njye nta n'iyindi setup mfite. Iyi niyo setup yari inaniye. Back to this. This all. The trade right here.
Tuzamutora. Harya iyi ngiyi yo twemerewe gutsinda mu munsi umwe cyangwa ni iminsi ibiri? umunsi umwe turawemere cyangwa ni naho batandukanira na MFF yo?
aho bitandukanira MFF ibisaba iminsi ibiri.
Eh,
Reka twe kurushya amaso mani tuzayakoresha ejo.
ntareba imari turi kumwe.